we are. It's the grand final this week, and let's enjoy a good game to come. Welcome back to the channel of Pro Enzo Vids, and this afternoon is my grand final preview for 2024 between both the Panthers and the Storm at a core stadium, obviously. But yeah, what a great game this will be. I know it's the most boring grand final that we've had in a while because I feel like it was so obvious that this would be the grand final this year, but honestly, it'll be a good game because both these sides are finishing first and second for a reason. Both teams are regarded as one of the fittest in the competition and probably other fittest teams in the comp and have all the qualities to be where they are right now. And yeah, it's been displayed all year. So it's going to be a great game. Of course, a lot of storylines as well. It's going to be Fisher Harris, Luai, Taruva's last game for the Panthers. And for the Storm, Bellamy playing in his 10th, or coaching his 10th grand final, and could win another comp. So a lot of, big things to come in this game. A lot of, animosity and hype in this one. So yeah, as it should be. So it should be a great game. As always though, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and do continue to show your support for the channel. Current subscriber goal, 4,750. So yeah, not far from that goal at all. Currently about 5 subs away. So yeah, do subscribe if you haven't already. But more importantly, enjoy the preview. So basically going to get through, just my predictions for like first try scorer, anytime try scorer and whatever. Clive Churchill prediction 2, and also why I believe Storm can win the comp and why Penrith can win the comp. So going to go by a side-by-side comparison there. But enjoy. Believe it or not, it's the first time we've had a same grand final since 2014. Since then, we haven't had a grand final that's happened before until now. So, look, back in 2020, Panthers lost 26-20 to the Storm. Cam Smith's last game, Storm win another comp in a COVID year. Real messy year, but obviously Storm were very dominant that year. And that was the same year Penrith were just finding their feet as a dynasty club. So, that's the last time these two sides play in a grand final. I wonder if we'll see a similar result. I was at that game too, the grand final. So, that was my first ever grand final in 2020. So, yeah, a bit interesting with the crowd not being as big because, yeah, COVID. But it was a good moment for me being at my first grand final. So, there you go. But now, why the Panthers can win the comp? So, there's so many reasons why. I mean, look back to how they've won it the last 3 years. Like, yeah, there's obviously clear reasons already. But in terms of being the Storm, because this year the Storm have been the Panthers twice, which is a bit unheard of, especially now. So this is the Panthers, I guess, third time lucky type of thing to get one over them in the biggest stage of all. But yeah, look, the Panthers for me, I think they win it through Cleary's guidance and his general play, because obviously at halfback he guides the team so well, kicks well, knows when to pull the trigger at certain times, and overall complete halfback, complete leader. And yeah, he'll know what to do. Cleary's that good. He'll definitely be another part of the reason why Panthers do get guided to a 4th straight premiership. So yeah, he's always very reliable in these sort of games, Nathan Cleary. But I guess another thing as well, the motivation to play for the departing Panthers like Jerome Luai, James Fisher-Harris and Sunia Taruva. Obviously, when players have departed Penrith, they've won the comp for them in their last time playing for the Panthers. Like, done it for Kickout, done it for Burton, done it for Stephen Crichton, done it for Capewell. List goes on. Salmon when he was there. Just trying to think of anyone else. I mean, there's a few more obviously, but yeah, the Panthers have always won grand finals for these departing players who have been a big part of their success in dynasty. So yeah, especially Luai, like someone like Luai, they're going to play really well for, I reckon, because he's been there for a long time. He's a local junior, St. Mary's junior. You know how much the club league means to him, and he's openly said that as well. So they'll be definitely missing him next year, but they'll play really well for him, I reckon, on Sunday. James Fisher-Harris, obviously Fish is such a inspirational leader in that forward pack, and they're going to miss him next year, big time, I reckon, with his strength through the middle and what intimidation he brings to a team. And Sunia Taruva, I think Taruva's replaceable, but a lot of energy he brings to a club. Like, he's definitely very upbeat and very passionate, and sometimes that's hard to replace as well. So you can replace the player, but you can't replace the passion and the energy that guy brings. So that's where I think it'll be quite interesting for Penrith. But yeah, look, what they've done the last 3 years is already evidence that they can win the comp yet again. I know Melbourne's tough, but they can do it. So yeah, big chance on Sunday. why the Melbourne Storm can win the comp now. So look, the Storm have been through many grand finals with different teams and different players. Their last grand final was back in 2020, the one that they did win as well. So there you go. But yeah, look, the Storm obviously have a lot of, well, I guess not many premiership winners anymore. There's no more Smith, no more Slater, no more Cronk, no more of these players that won comps with them for a long time. Like no, I guess Bromwich brothers, Addo Carr, like that's a different era now. But they've still got Munster, who's won a comp, two actually. They've got Pappenhausen and Hughes, who were there for the 2020 premiership. Funnily enough, Harry Grant did not play for the Storm in 2020. Obviously, he was at the Tigers, as you'd all know. But yeah, Harry Grant's obviously now playing his first grand final. I'm sure he will not want to stuff it up and wants to make the most of it. But yeah, look, the Storm obviously have the physical battle, I guess, mentality in them to win the game. Their forward pack's still very strong about Nelson, and I personally believe Nelson's suspension is just rubbish, but that's my opinion. But yeah, miss Nelson a lot, but they've got Tui Kamika, who's a great replacement with Josh King up front. That's a pretty good, solid front row pairing right there. But yeah, look, their spine's the biggest strength for me. Like Pappenhausen, Munster, Hughes, Grant, that's such a good spine. That's the best spine in the comp, I might argue, and I think it is. Yeah, that's a spine that I believe has premiership credentials written all over it. So yeah, they're going to win the comp through their spine, I reckon, but just also through the class and the calmness they've got in big games, because the Storm are like Penrith, a very resilient side, but Storm's resilience goes back to the last 20 years now. So yeah, it's just crazy what Bellamy's brought to that club since he's joined. But yeah, no different for the Storm. They've been in this situation before, and I'm sure they'll go again on Sunday. Oh, the best matchup. So a lot of big matchups between both sides. Like you've got the fullbacks, Pappenhausen versus Edwards. You've got the 5'8", Munster versus Luai, two, I guess, hated players, but just both classy players too. You got Toto versus Coates. You got Warbrick versus Taruva. You've got Howard versus Tungo. You've got Fisher Harris versus King. Yeah, it's gonna be a good battle between some of those players. But the best battle for me has to be the halfback battle between both Jerome Hughes and Nathan Cleary. These two players are, they mean everything to either club. Like Jerome Hughes is literally the key to that Storm team. And Cleary's pretty much the man who takes the Panthers to wherever they can, honestly, under his guidance. These two will be critical parts into why either side wins the comp on Sunday. Hughes has been playing fantastic football for many years now. It's funny how he wasn't a halfback at first. He was more of a fullback, and then he developed into a halfback. But that's the Storm system, and that's what Craig Bellamy can do for a player. And Nathan Cleary's obviously just proven on the big stage time and time again in a grand final what he can do. The 2020 grand final where he scored that try at the end, simply incredible. So yeah, look, the halfback battle for me is going to be the best battle out there, I reckon, and that's why either side will win. Like depending on what halfback turns up and does their job the best, I think you'll find that team will win. So yeah, keen for this battle, huge as always. Okay, my final predictions. So this is it. This is who I'm predicting to take out the 2024 Premiership. And I'll get that out of the way first before I get into my first try score, anytime try scorers, whatever predictions. Okay, my grand final winner for 2024, I am backing the Melbourne Storm. I think the Storm will win it. I know Penrith are playing for a lot of different reasons and going to be playing with a lot of heart, especially for their departing players and playing for a fourth straight premiership, which has not been seen in such a long time. But for some reason, I thought the Storm have a bit more in them for this Sunday. For me, they know how to score points and they know how to defend as well. And I think Penrith have been playing great footy, don't get me wrong, but haven't been winning pretty. And that's been like Penrith all year. Haven't been winning pretty, but have been winning games fairly well still. But I don't know. I think Storm's level this year has been scary. Like how scary Storm's level and how good they've been this year is just a reflection of what to come for Sunday, I reckon. So yeah, I think Storm take out the competition for this year. They end Penrith's winning streak in the grand final, and yeah, I think Storm take out the competition. I'll go Storm's win 22 points to 18, 4-point gap. I think it'll be quite a close game with a bit of points. First try scorer, I'll go with the Panthers to score first. I think we'll see. I'm feeling an Isaac Tungo try first, actually, for some reason. I think Tungo might score first. And anytime try scorers, I'll give 2 from both sides. So for the Storm, I'll go with Cameron Munster and Will Warbrick. And for the Panthers, I'll stick with Tungo, and also I'll go with Sunir Taruva as the other anytime try scorer. But there you go. I think Storm win the comp this year. That is my 2024 Premiers. Now, my Clive Churchill medal prediction, I'm going with Cameron Munster. If Storm are to win, Munster is my man for the Clive Churchill. I think Munster is that sort of player that would have a huge game for them if they do win the comp, and that will result in a Clive Churchill for Munster. I just think he's that sort of player that if he shows up and plays like that sort of style he plays, where he really runs the ball and loves to do the side steps and beat defenders with his pure strength and whatever, if he does that and has a real dig on Sunday, then I think he'll be man of the match. And I think Cleary will be a close second, as well as Harry Grant and all those sort of players. But I think Munster will be the guy that will get the Clive Churchill medal. That's my prediction for that one too. I wonder how much that's paying. Probably good odds. But yeah, I think Munster will be the key man, and probably the man of the match if Storm do win this competition this year. But what do you think? Obviously, it's a big game. Hard to split both sides, but that's my grand final prediction. I'm going with the Storm to win. Storm to win, 22-18 there. They are my 2024 Premiers. But thank you for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And enjoy the rest of your afternoon.